Hey, Callum. How's your day going? Are you working hard in all of your classes today? You're on your lunch break right now, aren't you?
Hey, Paula. I'm okay. How was your day? Yeah, I just started eating my lunch, but I don't have another class straight after this one today, so I'm gonna eat fast and then go to the library to study for an hour.
Oh, that's sad you have so much studying to do. I'm enjoying a well-deserved day off. But that's not why I texted you. I have some more exciting news.
Oh, did something good happen? That's nice to hear. I need some good news today. I have so many papers due, it is unreal.
Yeah, it's definitely good news. I'm so happy about it. Just wait till you hear.
What is it? Tell me.
You'll be really pleased as well. Do you want me to tell you straight away? Or should I wait till I see you next? I really want to tell you as soon as I can.
We don't have plans until the weekend. I don't want to wait that long. It seems like it's important news. Is it good news for you or for me?
It's good news for both of us, I hope. You really want me to tell you, don't you?
Of course.
Okay, I'll make the announcement right now. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, the truth is, I'm pregnant! I just went to see the doctor today and he confirmed it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I've been feeling a little under the weather for a week or so, and I have my suspicions, so I did a home pregnancy test and it was positive. But I didn't want to say anything to you until I had confirmation from the doctor. You know those things can be unreliable, and I didn't want to get your hopes up if it was nothing. I'm so happy! Are you happy? Now we have an eternal bond between us and our love will last forever through our child! How amazing is that? I wonder if it's a girl or a boy. It's way too early to tell, but would you want to find out before the birth? Would you rather have a girl or a boy? It's weird we've never even talked about this, but it's already happening. I hope it's not too much of a shock for you.
Hold on a second. You're expecting a baby? Like, for real?
That's right! Isn't it great?
I don't believe it. Seriously?
Aren't you pleased? You don't sound as happy as I was hoping you'd be.
It's not that I'm not pleased. It's great news. I think babies are always a blessing to be cherished. But I'm just not sure exactly how I feel about this yet.
Well, it certainly sounds like you're not pleased.
It's a little complicated. I think it's right for us to celebrate and be happy about this. But in reality, we're both still college students. We don't have reliable jobs or anything like that. We're still both 20, right? If we have this baby, does it mean that we should be thinking about getting married?
Well, yeah. We should be married if we want to be a proper family. It's what our parents would expect, isn't it?
Are you sure you're okay with that, though? It's so sudden. 20 is a very young age to want to commit to someone else for the rest of our lives.
I have to be okay with it, Callum. What else am I going to do? I can't get an abortion. I could never do that.
I didn't ask you to get an abortion. I'm just being honest with you about our situation and trying to find out the best thing to do.
Well, it sounds like you think this baby is a problem and you're trying to suggest I should find a way to make it go away. That's the same as asking me to get an abortion. You don't want us to have this baby, do you? Aren't you going to take responsibility for this? It's not just my problem to figure out. It's not like I'm saying we have to drop out of college and get married and get jobs right now. But don't you ever think about us being together in the future? I really think this is meant to be. So we should just accept that fate intervened and made it happen a little earlier than we might have planned.
I'm sorry, Paula.
What do you mean you're sorry?
Maybe I'm not expressing myself very well. Can I call you now?
No, I don't want to talk to you right now. You've made me too mad. You're the worst, Callum. I can't believe you'd do something like this to me. Don't try and call me.
Hey, Sean, what are you up to? Do you have class right now? I have something I need to talk to someone about. Hey, what is it? No, I don't have class right now. I have a free afternoon today, so I'm at home. Do you need my advice on how to improve your grades or something? Because there's no point in asking me about that. As you know, I'm the closest to failing out of all of us this year. I'm sure I'll have to retake some of my classes or something. It's not that. I don't need help with my grades. It's actually way more serious. I might be in a heap of trouble, but I'm not sure yet. Oh man, what is it? I bet this has to do with that Paula chick you've been seeing, isn't it? How did you know? She just seems the kind of girl to cause trouble. Didn't I say that when you guys first started dating? I don't know, but I have to talk to someone about this. Do you think you can keep a secret? You can't tell anyone. Sure, you can trust me, brother. What is it? I promise you I won't tell anyone, and I always take my promises seriously. If you say I can't let anything get out about this, whatever it is, you can rest assured that my lips are sealed. Okay, here goes. Paula is pregnant. What? I don't really have a lot of information about it yet. She didn't say how far along she is or anything like that. But I just got a text from her now saying that she had some great news and then she told me she was pregnant. I don't know what to do or say. It was such a shock, and it's not exactly great news when you consider how young we both are. But when I let on that I wasn't that happy about it, Paula got really mad and upset with me, and now she won't answer the phone. So you have to tell me honestly, am I the worst person in the world to be feeling this way? I'm technically an adult now, so I realize that I should just suck it up and take responsibility if my girlfriend is pregnant, but I really wasn't ready for this. I wasn't even thinking about what would happen if we got pregnant. To be suddenly talking about getting married and becoming a father with a family to support? It's all just a bit too much for me right now. I couldn't handle it. Are you serious about this? It's not some kind of prank to get a reaction out of me. Haven't you guys been using protection? How could you let this happen? We might have skipped the contraception on a couple of occasions. I'm regretting that now, clearly. Callum, what were you thinking? I obviously wasn't thinking straight. I realized that I've made a mistake here. I just need to know what to do about Paula. You're such an idiot. Hey, it's not entirely my fault, you know? Paula said I didn't need to worry about it because she wasn't ovulating. She said that she knew what day she was on her cycle. That's not a good enough method of making sure you don't get pregnant. She could easily have miscalculated. But in reality, there's no such thing as a safe day where you know for sure you're not gonna get pregnant. I guess you've learned that the hard way. Seriously? I thought that was a real thing. It's not a reliable form of contraception. There are too many factors and there's always a risk, and we shouldn't be taking risks at our age. So, what are you gonna do? I guess you need to just wait for Paula to calm down so that you can talk to her. Have you spoken to your parents about this yet? No, not yet. I'm scared of my dad finding out. He is gonna be absolutely furious. But I only found out myself an hour ago. I need time to figure out what to say to my parents. And I can't talk to them before I speak to Paula again. I need to know what she wants to do, and I need to speak to her face to face about this. That's the best plan. You need to meet up with her and see how she really feels. But she won't answer her phone. What if she already told her parents, though? She seemed to think it was great news and that we should get married straight away. She might have told her father that we're engaged. What am I gonna say if she has? I won't be able to get out of it. Yeah, that would be a difficult situation to say the least. This is a disaster. If I'm gonna be a father and have a family to look after, I'll have to drop out of college and get a job, won't I? I don't wanna do that. Well, that depends, doesn't it? Maybe your parents or her parents will be able to help out, and then you guys can stay in school until you graduate. And there are daycare services on campus. How do you know about all of this stuff? There's a big sign saying daycare outside the entrance to the science building. I'm guessing you've never seen it if you study something lame like graphic design. Oh, right. But even if we do get help with looking after the baby, it still costs money, doesn't it? There will be so many things to buy. Doesn't your family have money? How about Paula's parents? My family isn't exactly poor, but I wouldn't say we're rich either. Paula gets student finance though, so I'm guessing her family doesn't have a lot of money. It's not looking good for you guys, is it? Wouldn't want to be in your situation right now. I know, it is awful. I'm scared, Sean. What am I gonna do about all of this? I mean, I know what I have to do, but I don't want to do it. There must be another solution. Hey, Paula, I really think that we need to talk. Can we meet up sometime soon? I'm free all day today if you have time.
Well, have you changed your mind about how you feel about my news?
I just think that we should meet up and discuss all of this face to face. It's an important and difficult decision for us.
Well, if you haven't changed your mind, then there's no point in us meeting, is there? I'm not going to see you unless you've prepared a complete apology for everything that you said to me yesterday. It's fine. I don't need you anyway. Just leave me alone.
But Paula, I really think we should meet up and talk about this. There are things that you just can't get across in a text message. I think once we meet, we'll be able to figure everything out.
There's no need for us to talk. I was just testing you. I wanted to know whether you would make a good boyfriend or husband.
I'm sorry? What do you mean?
I was really disappointed in you. I thought you were better. When we were dating, you kept saying how much you loved me and would do anything for me. But once I told you I was pregnant, you only thought about yourself and what was best for you. It was the worst feeling in the world to know that the person you had such high hopes for is actually just as selfish as all the others. What's the point in us even dating anymore? I think we should break up. I don't need to waste my time with someone like you.
What do you mean you were testing me? I think you owe me more of an explanation.
Do you still not understand what I'm talking about? You're more stupid than I thought.
No, I think I do understand. I just want you to confirm it in your own words. I think you're telling me that you being pregnant was all a lie and it was some kind of convoluted test, which I failed by expressing my doubts.
You're right. I'm not pregnant. I made that up to see what your reaction would be.
But that is totally out of order.
You mean you're totally out of order for letting me down like this, right?
No, I mean, you're in the wrong. You can't just go around telling people you're pregnant and then judging them on their reaction. I really believed you. I spent all day yesterday and all night trying to figure out what I was gonna do about this.
But in the end, you figured that you'd ask me to get rid of the baby, didn't you? You don't need me to tell you how wrong that is. It's a human life. It's a precious gift from God, and you should be prepared to give up everything for that. Whatever. I know what you're like now, so I don't need to waste my precious time dating you anymore. Goodbye, Callum. I don't want to hear from you again. Don't start texting me and telling me you love me when you're feeling sad and lonely. I don't care. You disgust me.
I hate this. I am so mad right now. I don't know what to do. What happened, man? Is this about Paula again? Does she still say she doesn't want to meet up with you? Oh, just give her time. She'll come around. She has to come around eventually. Otherwise, she's going to be raising that kid by herself, right? It's worse than that, Sean. It doesn't even matter that she won't meet up with me. This is all really insane. What is it? She wasn't even pregnant to start with. It was all a lie. Are you serious? That is insane. What was she thinking? It was supposed to be a test to see if I would take responsibility for the baby and support her or not. Apparently, I failed. Oh my God, is she out of her mind? She seems to think it's a reasonable thing to do. I think it's the most manipulative thing I've ever heard. What if she's actually lying now, though? I don't understand what you mean. I mean, what if she's actually pregnant, but when she found out you weren't going to help her, she decided she would deal with it herself? That doesn't make any sense. I never told her I wouldn't help her. I just said I wanted to meet up with her and talk about it. And she seemed to feel really strongly about keeping the baby. I doubt that she would consider another way of dealing with it. If she's really pregnant and she's going to keep it, why would she try and push me away like this? Well, I don't know what Paul is thinking about right now, but I think it's possible that she's really actually pregnant and panicking about what to do. Well, if that's true, that makes me the worst person alive because I've been acting like she's a terrible person for lying to me. On the other hand, if she was really pregnant, she might not even bother telling you it was a lie. She just might get a termination in secret and pretend like nothing happened. But then I would wonder what was going on if I saw her at college and she wasn't pregnant. Right. Oh, this is super confusing. Maybe if you're worried about it, you could ask her again to make sure. I think if you don't get to the bottom of this, you'll regret it. You need to find out exactly what's going on. I think you're right. Thanks, Sean. Hey, Paula. Actually, I really think that we should meet up and talk about this after all.
Why? There's nothing left to say.
I need to know why you thought it would be a good idea to test me by lying and saying that you were pregnant. My friend actually thinks that you might really be pregnant, and you got freaked out when you thought that I wouldn't help you raise the baby.
What friend? Why are you talking about me behind my back? Do I even know this friend who knows so much about our private lives? What are you even saying?
I just want you to tell me if it's true or not, and I feel like I need to remind you that I never actually said that I wouldn't help you. Fair enough, I freaked out, but you just assumed that meant I wasn't going to accept responsibility. And if you were really pregnant and you've already done something to deal with it, I want to meet up with you so that I can apologize properly for my reaction. I feel bad thinking that what I've said might have hurt your feelings.
Oh my goodness. You're hilarious.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice anything at all? You're so dense, Callum.
I guess that's true because I really don't understand what you're getting at.
I just needed a reason to break up with you. I've met someone else.
So you faked a pregnancy?
If you were in my situation, you'd understand. Stuart is taller, better looking, and so much richer than you are. I met him in a bar on a girls' night out a couple of months ago, and he was trying so hard to chat me up. It was so cute. I couldn't resist him. So we ended up going back to his place, and the whole experience was just mind-blowing. I've never felt this way about anyone, Callum. I can't help it. I owe it to myself to explore this connection that we have. You understand that, don't you? It's just so different from when I'm with you. You're so different, it's crazy. Even though you're both guys. That's why the last time we hooked up, I decided I was through with you. You don't even compare to Stuart. There's no reason for me to waste my time with someone like you when there are guys like Stuart around. Life is short. And let's be honest, I'm way out of your league. I constantly find myself looking at you and wondering what I'm doing with such a loser. It's humiliating for me. So you do understand what I'm getting at now. You and I are over. You've been dumped, Callum. You should start trying to move on and stop bugging me all the time.
Wow, I think I must have really misjudged you. I thought you were a kind and thoughtful person, but clearly I was wrong. But even if we put the fact that you cheated on me to one side for a moment, it still doesn't explain why you had to tell me that lie about being pregnant. You could have just broken up with me in a reasonable way. You could have just sent a text that said you met someone else and wanted to break up. Why did I need to go through this ordeal?
What ordeal? It was just a joke. It didn't mean anything. I thought it would be funny to see you squirm for a few days. And you deserve to be punished for being such a lame boyfriend, especially in the bedroom. But you keep texting me about it and it's getting annoying now. I just want you to leave me alone.
I didn't realize that you were that kind of person. I thought that you were better than that.
Whatever, Callum. Just stop whining.
But what would you have done if I got really into the idea of being a father and asked you to marry me straight away?
Leave me alone! I don't want to answer all of these stupid questions.
Just tell me you owe me a proper explanation.
I would have just told you it was a lie and Stuart and I would have gone home and laughed about you together. Does it really matter why I do things? The fact is, we're over. I'm not pregnant and I never want to see you again. Can't you just accept that and move on? You're being such a whiny loser about this, and it's taking all the fun out of it.
You are the worst person that I think that I've ever had the misfortune of meeting. I really liked you and I thought that we were great together. I really wanted to be able to take care of you, so I worried about the pregnancy for days. But the whole time you were lying to me and laughing about it behind my back. I can't imagine why you would want to make someone feel so stupid like this. I guess you get some kind of enjoyment out of it. But now, just thinking about you makes me feel sick. I don't want anything else to do with you. Don't contact me ever again.
Fine with me. You make me sick too. Just crawl back in your incel hole and don't come out.
That's the end of it then. I definitely don't want anything else to do with her. She is insane. I think pretty much everything she's ever said or done is a lie. I don't even know her, Sean. This person I'm texting now is totally different to the woman I thought I was dating. Everything? Like she had a fake identity or something? Oh, well, no, I don't think so. But the pregnancy was a lie, and on top of that, I found out that she's been cheating on me for over a month. I can't believe it. She's such trash. I am so depressed. I don't even want to go to work tonight. I'm just not in the mood for work. I just want to crawl into a hole and disappear forever. This is so humiliating. I think you need to calm down, bro. Do you need me to call you? Thanks, man. I really needed that chat. I'll head off to work now. I'm really feeling a lot calmer. You should be a therapist or something. It's okay, buddy. If you can't work, just tell them that you're not feeling great and they'll send you home. Yeah, thanks. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Hey, Callum. It's been such a long time. What are you up to? I hope you're well.
Paula, why are you texting me? I thought that we agreed to never contact each other ever again.
Oh, sorry. I thought maybe after all this time you'd be feeling a little better about everything. Are you still mad with me? I hope you're not. You're not responding, though. It's just that I was mistaken about everything before. I thought you should know. And I was totally fooled. Can't you just hear me out? I'd really appreciate it. I don't really have anyone else to turn to.
Why should I care? I have absolutely no interest in you and whatever it is that you're going through. I don't know what you mean by fooled, but it's nothing to do with me anyway.
It was Stuart I was fooled by. I hope you can believe me. I know it sounds dramatic, but I might have to drop out of college after all.
Go on then, tell me about how Stuart fooled you.
He was a total con artist. I'm serious. We were going out for a while, and then one day we were talking about his work, and he said he was a stockbroker. He said I would definitely make all my money back and then some. He was going to make me rich so that I wouldn't have to get a job next year. So I transferred him some cash that I had borrowed from my mom, and I made it up with what was left of my college loan. But since then, I haven't heard from him, and he isn't answering his phone. I can't get hold of him at all. And when I went back to the bar where I met him and spoke to his friends, they said they only just met him that night as well. But the bartender told me I'm not his only girlfriend because he sees him there with other girls a bunch of times since we met. I regret everything that happened so much, Callum. He completely deceived me, and I treated you so badly as a result. It was all his idea to fake the pregnancy to get rid of you. He basically told me what to say. He said you would freak out and then that would give me a reason to break up with you. But I didn't really want to do anything like that. I actually really liked you and I didn't want to be so mean to you. But Stuart said that's how you break up with someone. He said it's more fun if you make the other person look really dumb. It was so difficult for me to do that to you. You believe me, don't you? I need to apologize to you. I've really done you wrong, and I understand that. But I'm in a lot of trouble because of this. My mom wants her money back, and I don't have anything to live off of for the rest of the term. If I don't get that money back somehow, I think I'll have to drop out and move back in with my mom. But she doesn't have enough money to help me. I think you're the only person who can help me right now. Can you lend me some money so I can stay at college for the next few months? We can be boyfriend and girlfriend again. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Can I say something?
Yeah, what is it?
Why don't you just get a job? You could work at a bar. Me and my buddies will come and give you tips.
Callum, that's mean.
Is it? Have you ever had a job and try to make your own way in the world? Did you seriously think I was just gonna drop everything and run to your side? I don't have any sympathy for after all the things that you said to me. No way, Paula. You made this bet, so now you have to lie in it. Looking back, I realized that you totally took advantage of me while we were going out. You made me pay for everything. You were so selfish, and then when a better prospect came along, you ditched me. So now it is your turn to get ditched.
You don't want to get back together? But this is your opportunity to get me back. You're not going to get another chance.
I won't be wanting another chance. I'm already seeing someone new. I don't need you around with your cheating and scheming ways. Who do you think you are, a Hollywood star or something? You're not worth that much to anyone, honey. I hate to break it to you, but you're not that hot.
You can't say things like that to me. It's so mean.
Do you need me to remind you of some of the things that you said to me when we broke up? And now you expect me to just take you back and give you a bunch of cash? You must be completely crazy. You really need to learn what happens when you treat people like trash, Paula. I hope you enjoy living with the consequences of your bad choices. After our final conversation, I blocked Paula and I was hoping I would never hear from her ever again. Instead, she decided to take screenshots of the parts of our conversation where I was mean to her and show them to all of our mutual friends. Luckily, most of our friends already knew everything that she'd said and done to me earlier, so nobody listened to her and they all took my side. But I heard that she hasn't quit school or started working in a bar yet, so she must have found some other person to borrow money from. I don't really know how much money her parents have, so perhaps she got the money from them or took out another loan. Whatever it is, I'm not bothered. It is none of my business anymore, and I'm much happier not being involved in her dramas. The only thing that stresses me out about it is that I wish she had suffered a bit more for a bit longer. I know that sounds mean, but I really wanted her to learn from this experience. She takes too much for granted, and she needs to stop taking advantage of people. As for me, I'm happy with my new girlfriend. My classes are going well, and I'm just enjoying life. I'm glad I finally put the fake pregnancy ordeal behind me and said goodbye to Paula for good. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content.